They don't want to talk to you. They give you one-word answers. They lock themselves in the room. Sometimes I don't see her out that's paying the bills. I'm the one that's working. So why the hell are you stressed? Raising these damn teenagers will get you hemmed up. They be locking doors and shit. They be ignoring you. And you just want to say, what the fuck? So I'm here to speak about raising a teenager. It's very difficult. It's very challenging. I know you have a teenager at home. I know you're having difficulties. I'm going to be talking about mental health, teenagers, all of that with myself as a Gen Z raising a teenager. It's a struggle. So let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki. Nice to meet you. Get familiar with me. Sit down, relax, and I'll be telling you about me raising a teenager. Get familiar with me. And remember to subscribe. Subscribe. Push the button. Yes. Push the button. Yes. And subscribe. So, raising them damn teenagers. She's probably lurking somewhere. But we just gonna go into it. If she here, she here. Oh, whatever. Raising teenagers is by far the most difficult task ever. The terrible tools. Ooh, we could do that in our damn sleep. These teenagers, these young adults, that they want to be called young adults, they got issues. We be stressed, they be stressed, everybody be stressed out. We be pulling out our hairs trying to figure out what the hell is going on with them. I know when you was pregnant, you was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a baby. Hope is a girl, it's gonna be a mini me. We gonna be doing things, we gonna be doing that. We gonna be outside, we gonna be going shopping, we gonna be dressed alike. Bullshit. They don't want no parts of us. We be gun-ho to do the mother-daughter thing. They want no parts of us. The sons, yeah, they like us. The sons, they want to be up underneath us. Them daughters, when I tell you, them locking the door when you don't pay no damn rent, trying to hang out all hours of night wearing shit that we don't even want you to wear, spending money like you work for the money. Don't let me start with the teenagers that love designer clothes. Thank God that's not my teenager. Because, baby, when your grades are C's, mostly C's, should you wear designer? Like, if you don't got a job to buy the designer, should you be wearing designer? That's another topic for another day. It's to be serious, because this is a serious topic, because a lot of teenagers are having problems, and a lot of mothers and fathers are having problems dealing with their teen. I'm not trying to make light of it. I'm just expressing how I handle motherhood with a teenager. So I was raised in a Caribbean family, and we were seen and not heard. We also were raised under the premise that do as I say, not as I do. And there was spankings, there was punishment, there was, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And I think I panned out very well. I think I did well for myself. Thank you very much, Mom and Dad in heaven. Yes, I think you did an excellent job. But I beg to differ, because my upbringing is not what these teenagers could handle. So you gotta be a strong person to deal with being raised by Caribbean parents. You gotta be strong. They don't do gentle parenting. Absolutely not. No, they're not doing that. So because that's what I was taught, I did it and it didn't work. So I found my daughter going to counselors and talking to them, and I'm like, why are you not talking to me? Like, I'm the best parent ever. What? I'm cool, I'm chill. I be with the shits. But she was like, she wants to speak to someone else. So I started questioning why she wanted to speak to someone else. And she was like, because one, I can't keep a secret. And I'm like, what? She was like, I told you something about my friend and you told the family. I just told the family, like my grandmother, and then, grandparents, they having a round table conversation with whoever is calling on the phone. Like, let me tell you what this, and I apologize for that because I should have said anything. She confided in me. I should have kept her secret, even though it wasn't a big secret. So I also realized I was scolding her a lot. Like, I didn't listen. As my parenting skills evolved, I realized what I was doing wedged a gap between me and my daughter. And I was not listening. I told her what to do. I was mad all the time. I roughed her up a lot. It was just too much, too intense. And she's a sensitive kid. Now, please don't get me wrong. Every child is different. So what I'm sharing with you is what worked for me and my daughter. However, whatever personality your child has, your teenager has, you have to tailor it to suit them. I had to realize that my daughter didn't do well with me yelling at her. My daughter didn't do well with me putting pressure on her. My daughter didn't do well with me giving her a lot of things to do. So I had to understand that and I had to learn that. And funny enough, we as parents, we don't think that we have to shape stuff to fit our kids. We think that, okay, this is what I know, this is what I'm gonna do. And then we fail our kids because we feel like they have no voice. And they do have a voice. They should be heard and we should listen. So I was able to stop yelling at her. I started listening. I would sit down with her and I would listen and I won't judge. I won't pass my opinions on her, even if I know what she's doing may be wrong. I was listening to her. And that's so important that you listen and get their feedback. Yes, you're going to interject if whatever they're going to engage in might be dangerous. Yeah, you're going to tell them no. But we don't listen to our kids, and that's very important. The next thing I started doing was I started asking her a lot of questions. Like, I didn't make it okay that she spent like 90% of the time in her bedroom when she was home from school. Like, that is not healthy. Like, she had other family members and we would have barbecues. We would have, little fun things. And she didn't want no parts of it. She did not care about any of that. And I had to respect it. I didn't like it, but I had to respect it. And slowly she started coming around with me talking to her, me telling people don't force her to do something. If she doesn't want to come with us, she doesn't have to. She has a choice. And it was hard for my family to understand because they're like, what? She's 14. What choice does she have? She got to go. And I was like, no, I'm trying to do something different to get different results. So the more I did it, the more she opened up to me. And it was so refreshing, because to this day, she's 19 now. No, sorry, she's 18. She's going to be 19 this year. And we talk. We have movie night where we sit down and watch movies. I would joke. She would tell me how her day was. It would be an in-depth conversation. So it's so night and day from how we started when she was like 12. It started 12 up until now, and it started getting better her senior year in high school. So I say this to say, parents, you need to look within your child. If your child is not talking to you, try to figure out what you can do to start conversations. Seek out some type of help for them, because my daughter went to a counselor, which was beneficial for her because she was able to express how she was feeling to the counselor. Because we have to remember, these kids can be feeling sad, can be feeling anxious. I'm quite sure you remember you being in high school and you was anxious about new friends. You was anxious about your grades. You was anxious about people liking you. You was anxious about relationship. You was anxious. Some things was depressing. Something was sad. Mental health is a real thing for our teenagers. If we understand that mental health is real and we become more aware of this, we will be able to better assist them in their needs whenever they have a need. But I want to make us parents aware that our kids have a voice, they have a say, and we need to encourage them to find their voice and find their way. Don't be forceful. Just allow them to be. Talk to them. If they shut you off with one-word answers, still try to open up. Have a day where you go out with your child, because you don't want anything to happen to that child. And it is so lonely when you feel like you have no one to talk to. It is very lonely. Just remember when you was a teenager. It's very lonely. You don't know what to do. So I just wanted to share this story, this journey of me and my daughter, and how our relationship blossomed. And I hope this can help someone, because parenting is hard.